Marcus Chen had built his fortune from nothing. At 62, the tech entrepreneur owned 15 boutique coffee shops across the Pacific Northwest, each one a testament to his philosophy: treat people well and success follows. But lately, he'd been hearing troubling rumors about his newest location in Portland, the Riverside Cafe. Anonymous reviews spoke of rudeness, discrimination, and a toxic atmosphere. Marcus didn't believe in managing from a distance. He believed in seeing the truth with his own eyes. On a grey Thursday morning, Marcus dressed in worn jeans, a faded jacket, and a baseball cap pulled low. He hadn't shaved in days. He looked like any other customer seeking shelter from the rain. The Riverside Cafe hummed with the morning rush. Marcus joined the line, watching. The staff moved efficiently, but he noticed something: smiles for some customers, curt nods for others. A pattern he couldn't quite define yet. When he reached the counter, a young woman with bright eyes and a name tag reading Brittany greeted him. She was white, blonde, probably 23. "What can I get you?" she asked, her voice flat. "Just a black coffee, please." "Medium." $6.50. She didn't meet his eyes. Marcus noticed the prices on the board. Medium coffee, $4.75. He said nothing, paid with exact change, and moved aside. He sat in the corner, sipping the coffee, which was lukewarm, and continued watching. An older white gentleman ordered the same thing. Brittany smiled warmly, charged him correctly, and even threw in a free biscotti. "Have a wonderful day, sir." Marcus's jaw tightened, but he remained still. The door chimed. A young black woman in scrubs entered, clearly on a break from the hospital across the street. She looked exhausted. When she reached the counter, Brittany's demeanor shifted entirely. "What?" Brittany snapped before the woman even spoke. Hi. Could I get a large cappuccino and a blueberry muffin?" "Muffins are sold out." Brittany didn't even glance at the display case, which clearly held 3 muffins. "Oh? Okay, just the cappuccino then." $8.25. The nurse's brow furrowed. "Isn't a large cappuccino $6? Prices went up. You want it or not?" The nurse paid, her hands trembling slightly. As she waited, another barista, a young black woman Marcus didn't recognize, approached with her drink. "Here you go," the barista said quietly, her voice kind. Her name tag read, Shanice. "Thank you," the nurse whispered. As she turned to leave, Shanice leaned in and said 3 words that made Marcus's blood run cold: "I see you." The nurse's eyes welled up. She nodded once and left quickly. Marcus watched Shanice return to her station, where Brittany immediately criticized her. "You're too slow. Speed it up." Shanice didn't respond. She just kept working, her face a mask of professional calm that Marcus recognized. He'd worn it himself decades ago when climbing the corporate ladder as one of the few Asian executives in tech. He returned the next day, and the day after. Each visit revealed more: systematic overcharging of minorities, forgotten orders, broken equipment whenever certain customers arrived. And through it all, Shanice remained kind to everyone, absorbing insults from Brittany and the day manager, a man named Derek, who seemed to actively encourage the hostile environment. But it was Shanice's quiet acts of rebellion that moved Marcus most. An accidentally correct charge. A free pastry slipped into a bag. Those 3 words, "I see you," offered like a lifeline to customers who felt invisible. On his 5th visit, Marcus waited until closing time. He watched Shanice clean tables that others had abandoned, sweep floors, and lock up, tasks clearly beyond her job description. When she finally emerged, he approached her in the parking lot. "Excuse me, Shanice." She startled, clutching her keys. "Yes? I'm sorry to frighten you. My name is Marcus Chen. I own this cafe." Her face paled. Oh God. Look, if this is about, it's not. I've been watching all week. I've seen everything. He paused. Why do you stay? Shanice's shoulders sagged. I'm putting myself through nursing school. Night classes. This job fits my schedule, and I can't afford to lose it. I know I should quit, but... She looked away. Those customers who come in, the ones Brittany treats like garbage, they need to see someone who sees them back. Does that sound crazy? No, Marcus said quietly. It sounds like integrity. Fat lot of good it does. Derek told me yesterday, I'm being too familiar with customers. I think I'm about to be fired anyway. Marcus pulled out his business card, his real one, with CEO printed below his name. You're not fired. But several other people are. Can you come in tomorrow at 6 a.m. before opening? The next morning, Marcus arrived in a suit. Brittany and Derek stood behind the counter, confused by the early meeting they'd been summoned to. Shanice stood off to the side, terrified. Thank you for coming, Marcus began. I've spent this week undercover in my own establishment. Brittany, you've been overcharging customers based on race. Derek, you've been fostering a discriminatory environment. Both of you are terminated effective immediately. You can't prove that. Derek sputtered. Marcus pulled out his phone and played recording after recording. He documented everything. Security footage confirms the rest. You're lucky, I'm not pursuing legal action. Leave now. After they'd gone, Marcus turned to Shanice, who was crying. Why are you crying? Because I should have reported them. I should have stood up louder. I just kept my head down, Anne. You kept your head up, Marcus interrupted. You saw people. You treated them with dignity when no one else would. That's not nothing. He handed her an envelope. This is an offer letter. Manager position, this location. 4 to 5,000 salary, health insurance, and flexible hours so you can finish school. I need someone who understands that our business is people, not just coffee. Shanice stared at the envelope. I don't have management experience. You have something better, humanity. The rest we can teach. He smiled. Besides, I'll be checking in regularly. What do you say? She wiped her eyes. I say, when do I start? 6 months later, the Riverside Cafe had the highest customer satisfaction scores in the company. Shanice had hired a diverse staff and trained them in the philosophy Marcus had built his empire on. Everyone who walks through that door is someone's daughter, someone's father, someone's hope for a good day. Marcus visited often, always in his suit now. He'd watched Shanice lead her team with quiet confidence, offering those same 3 words to customers who needed them, I see you. And every time, he was reminded that the truest test of character isn't what we do when people are watching, it's what we do when we think no one is.